Thanks for joining us. I'm Anson Tebbetts with the Vermont Agency of Agriculture. Be safe. If you want to stay home, if you do have to go out, don't forget your mask if you're near people. That's best. We're having conversations with people in agriculture, those that are feeding us and taking care of us. And we're going to begin our conversation with the Vermont Food Collaborative in just a moment. We're going to talk about food and local food, and we're going to head to Addison County. We have Anna Jo Smith and Jennifer Kennett, and they're with the Vermont Food Collaborative. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, thanks. Thanks for having us.
So we're going to talk about your business in a little bit. You both love farming, you both love agriculture, you both love food, and you've got families and other things going on in your life like many of us. So talk about, you're not a year old yet. Your business is not a year old yet. You're right on Route 7 in New Haven, and it's called the Vermont Food Collaborative. And so tell us about your business. What do you do?
Well, we are a farmer-supported food collaborative. So we're kind of like a farmer's market and food hub rolled into one. So all of our producers become members of the collaborative, and they can bring their products here and sell them. And they get a price that they need for their product rather than having the middleman take a big chunk out of it. And what else?
We're working with, I think right around 30, a little over 30 local companies, producers right now, as far as the products that we carry in the store.
So Anna Jo, so if I walk into your collaborative, what would I see when I walk through the door?
We originally started with a focus on meat. So there's local meat ranging from beef, pork, poultry, lamb, goat, and we'll eventually have some meat rabbits in here also. And then we will have seasonal fresh vegetables as well as canned items. Pretty much anything from jams, pickles, barbecue sauces. We have crackers and croutons.
Flour.
Yep, local flour,
Maple syrup.
rice.
Wow. Okay. So you can fill up the table pretty fast, it sounds like.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
So you open in November, at the end of November, and then I guess maybe, I don't know, 7-8 weeks ago, I think we've all lost track of time. But the pandemic hits, and Vermont and the world kind of shuts down. But you play an important role. How have you adapted your business now? So what's different about what you've been doing as opposed to maybe when you began several months ago?
Well, now we're 100% curbside, which we used to be open to the public and have people come in and browse the store and pick out what they'd like. But now people have to go to our online platforms and view our products, and then they call us and place their order, and we deliver it curbside. On Wednesdays, we offer we call it Wheeling Wednesdays, where we have some high school volunteers that drive the food around for people that have ordered ahead. So that's another little service that we've adapted. And I would say there's been a big increase in what we have been moving and things that people have requested. Because people, I think, are more concerned now with where their food is coming from than they were before.
Yeah, and I suspect it's a pretty safe environment that you have. Some people may not want to venture out to a big retail operation now, and they know you're there, and pick up the phone or go on the computer and order, and it's right there for them. So, and you were able to do that. I'm sure there were some logistical things that had to happen to that. So you're able to sort of pivot on the fly, like everyone changed overnight, but you're able to pull that off?
Yep.
Yeah, luckily with just the two of us, it makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, it was.
We've had help from many. It's been, our friends have helped us, and we'd be nowhere without them and our other producers. They've really stepped up their game and been supportive and volunteered their time to kind of make all of this stay real.
Yeah, shifting gears was definitely not expected, but it seemed to work for us.
Yeah.
And you have a beautiful facility there, and you can actually at one point you could do processing in there. You've got beautiful bays where you display the meat and storage and so forth. When we come out of this, do you have other plans that you want to do if you get through this part of it? What's the grand plan for the collaborative?
I guess it depends on which plan you're asking about.
Right. We have lots of big plans and dreams.
Yeah.
But mostly just keeping our focus on our local farms and really. Sorry, hang on one second.
Okay, hold on here.
She's just gonna take that call.
Make sure, yeah, I hope it's in order. Make sure it's in order.
Yes. Yep, it is.
Oh, good. Keep it going.
Yeah. Yeah, really the biggest thing is just focusing on really being supportive of our neighbors and our fellow farmers and making sure they get a good product for a fair price. And that's one thing a lot of people see our store and they think that it's expensive or that it costs a lot to have good local food, and we have kind of beat the odds with that and are keeping our prices very low and very affordable without taking away from anybody.
And talk about the meat aspect a little bit. We got the national stories out there that some of the larger plants of pretty big scale are struggling and have had to close or just can't keep up with what's happening in the world. But I suspect there's been maybe a renaissance of local meat here and people turning to you.
Yes, for sure. And that's true both here at the store and our personal farms. We've seen a lot of people decide that that's a better product, or that they have they've thought about their values and feeling good about being able to know where it came from. It's certainly, I think, going to be a challenge for local producers and local processors, because I think as the demand from the public grows, it becomes increasingly hard for us to schedule to get animals processed. We've been very lucky because we have built in our schedules for quite some time, but there's definitely people that are struggling to meet those needs.
Yeah, and I think that's it's not like a switch, because if you take poultry for example, you just can't raise a chicken. It just doesn't grow. Doesn't grow overnight. There's the maybe weeks. You got to get it processed and get it to you. It's not the best of times. It's going to take a bit of time, and you can't beef cow overnight.
No, our beef cows are 2 years, and our pigs are 8 months to a year, and you're right. You can't just turn the switch.
Yeah. So, are you? You're doing this just the two of you? Do you have other employees that are helping, or are you just the two of you? Wow.
Yep.
And how have your families adapted through all of this? I mean, both of you have full plates there as well.
I think we've adapted quite well. My kids have been very helpful, and our partners have been very helpful. AJ's fiance and my husband have both been very supportive of us, and again, our friends. We've got a good village behind us, so anybody that's helped us out has been volunteer friends or neighbors that have offered to do deliveries and things like that. So we definitely feel like our village is strong, and they've all been very supportive and very much adaptive to the whole situation.
Sure. So how can the public help you? What is the need, or maybe the farm community? What are the gaps, and where is the need now?
The need, I think, long term is going to be supply. I think being able to plan as far as meeting the demands of the public and growing those animals in a timely way. That's going to be a big piece from the producers' side of it. And then as far as consumers, it's, not forgetting about us after all goes back to normal. I am concerned that once things are very quickly available to people again, that they may forget that, they were able to get things through this time pretty easily from smaller places. So I hope that the general public continues to stay in touch with their local producers and their local markets, and really stay strong and support them going forward, even beyond this.
Yeah. Is there a particular product that you're looking for out there that is a need now?
Vegetables, but
Yeah.
they're also on a time frame. We certainly are really anxious for the CSAs to start and the vegetable producers to be ready. But they're meeting their own challenges with the cold weather and the dampness as well. So I think we all have to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, we're open to anybody. We're open to anything. It could be whether it's, grains or other meat products or other vegetables. We also have, arts and crafts things here too. Like we just really want to support local economy and local goods. So there's really no limit or anything that we need necessarily more than the other. We kind of need it all to be together. And that's, why we're a collaborative, is everything needs to come together and work well together.
Well, you're in a wonderful county that's very supportive of agriculture. You're surrounded by farms, and you're surrounded by, Middlebury and Middlebury College, and certainly a community that values agriculture and what you're doing. And I hope it looks like Anna Jo has gotten that. She's got a big order there. So
yes.
we don't want to forget about her. We know she's part of this organization.
She's coming back.
She's coming back. I'm curious to know what people ordered from her. That's what I'm curious to know, what the order was.
Well, there's all kinds of stuff. There's bagels and meat and jams and yeah. That's one thing that's been really quite spectacular with this, is that when everything kind of fell apart and we couldn't get certain products, we called all our, fellow entrepreneurs in the community, and Middlebury Bagel brought bagels and bread and had that for sale here. And 7 South Sandwich Company started bringing take and bake meals, which we had kind of started a relationship with them beforehand. And AJ just mentioned we have flowers in here now to kind of brighten people's day. And just the whole community, as everybody was kind of forced to stay apart, we all kind of came together and brought everything to one place. So that's really heartwarming to see.
That's great. Well, best of luck to you. We thank both of you and your families, and thank you for helping to feed our communities in a difficult period of time. And I know the farmers appreciate, and all the businesses related to food appreciate what you're doing, and you're giving them another option out there to improve their businesses. And we wish you nothing but the best, and keep up the great work. And we hope we can continue to support you as well, and all of your dreams and everything. We appreciate that. Appreciate your time, and we'll let you get back to feeding everybody. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been busy.
All righty. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for your time, Anson. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.